Dun, 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 dun.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Cryptid Conversations. As usual, I'm caster MJ, and along with me, I have the two co-hosts, Ian.
Hi.
As well as Deadly.
Hello.
I'll put my headphones on in case there's an echo.
I appreciate
I've actually
that.
figured out StreamYard doesn't have the echo. I think they have a cancellation because I'm not wearing any headphones and we're good.
Yes, Streamer has really good echo cancellation, actually. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's not bad. So before we get started with any topics this week, as usual, I'd like to let everybody know that this podcast is sponsored by Immortal Workshop. Immortal Workshop is a partner with Metazoo. If you are shopping Metazoo, please shop at Immortal Workshop. You'll be able to get a discount at his store if you use the link below in the description, or you could also use code Caster's Corner. I believe it's Caster's Corner 15, actually, but that's also in the description. So I don't know. But either way, thanks to Immortal Workshop, we also have a giveaway announcement, which we are going to do pretty much right now.
Yeah.
So we finally hit our goal. Thank you to everybody who is subscribed to the channel.
Yeah, you can unsubscribe now.
Yeah, you can. we have reached our 250 subscriber goal. So sincerely, thank you to everybody who has subscribed to the channel. And with that, we are now going to be giving away a native booster box, again, courtesy of Immortal Workshop. So in order to sign up for this giveaway, you do need to be in the Discord. So please, if you have not yet joined the Discord, there is a link for that also in the description. I'm going to do this live right now. I'm going to set up the giveaway as we speak right now. This way, I'm going to set it for 1 week, so you guys have a week to enter, so people who aren't watching it live could also enter into the giveaway by time, a winner is selected. Where is the giveaway channel? There it is. And this way, also next week on the live, it should line up where the giveaway winner is announced while we're live. So we could announce the winner live on stream. So let's see. What is the command? Create. Let's see. Let's start this. All right. Duration 7 days.
6. So we have to sit through this.
You
Awesome.
get to chill for a second. You get to chill for 1 second. It's going to take like literally 30 seconds.
For Ian, you would have been able to put you would have been able to share it.
Nah.
Show everybody.
Yeah, I'm not as smart as Ian, okay?
Yeah.
If you even watched...
Oh, he was typing. Did you hear him?
If you... Yeah, probably.
This is great. This is great.
If you've even seen one episode of this show before, you know that I'm an idiot compared to Ian.
No.
So
You're good.
I mean, I'm a realist. So
I hate this.
okay.
What does that mean?
And so
It's fine if I put you down, but don't put yourself down. It's weird.
Okay, so it should be live in the Discord now. So if you're watching this, please go to the Discord.
Can I
sign
go?
up for the giveaway?
Can I sign up?
Anybody can. Anybody can.
If you win, you're off this podcast. If you win,
we had to fire Ian because he wouldn't give up the prize.
Yeah.
If he wins, you guys win 2, and Ian is paying for all of it.
Yeah. No, if Ian wins it, we're picking 2.
Ooh, Metazoo
He's already starting it. He's like trying to get all of us hyped up right now.
Damn. This early in the podcast.
I love it. I love it.
I wish I got my keychains. So today in the Discord, I asked about 3 times. Maybe I think 3 times. I asked date, time, tarots. Just date, time, tarots, and under one of them I went, and keychains would be nice. and nobody responded. One person responded to one time the date, time, tarots. Terras, and there was we'll find out the day of the event or something like that. It was somebody from another team as well, but I was like, damn, that's hilarious. That we're just getting this blunt in their own chat now.
You're gonna get a handmade keychain by the keeper himself,
dude. I would love a keychain. I talk about it all the time. People comment and talk to me about my pins. They're like, what are literally Deadly knows what I do for work and everything. Like, I have people at my job all the time be like, can I get one of those pins and stuff?
So like nobody wants them when they first come out, but when you have them in hand and they're like, well, that's kind of cool. Like that's
I meet like new people from all different walks of life every single week, basically. And these random, strangers in my life that just come for my job and stuff like that, they're like, damn, what is that? And I have to now explain Metazoo to like 30 new people like every month. Basically. and they all want, so the keychains would be nice too, you know what I mean? Like
those people are definitely prone to just asking for free shit.
That's partially
like, you have something I don't, let me get some.
But there's a lot of like nerds as well, and that's what we are, you know what I mean? I see a lot of people wearing Pokemon shirts and stuff like that. This one dude had a Pokemon fucking zip up hoodie where like it fully zipped up and covered his face and turned him into like Pikachu, basically. Hey, Wayward, just so you know,
that sounds amazing.
Your PFP card is in the mail there, buddy. I sent it out on Tuesday after the holiday.
That was my favorite moment ever.
Expect that at some point. Yeah, I'm real happy that happened. That was pretty dope.
That was amazing.
So, anyway, our topic for this week is us talking about some flame tower, and I honestly was expecting more details.
Ironically, some flame tower is all we have.
Yeah, and I was expecting some more details by this point, but it seems like that was.
Well, let's go over what we do know.
Done.
But here's the point. So here's the thing, though. What we do know is that they said Dallas.
Yep.
But what we also do know is that sometimes when they say Dallas, they mean Fort Worth. So Is it Dallas or is it Dallas? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm concerned that it's June and we have if they're going to keep it for June, less than 4 months from the time that they're going to make an announcement to the time that we play.
4 months?
4 weeks. Less than 4 weeks, right?
We knew what you meant.
Like, what?
4 months? No, less than 4 weeks. So, if it's going to run like the past towers, and they're going to do, let us know the Terras and everything ahead of time.
Isn't Collecta or Comic-Con in 4 months in October? The big 1.2
New York City Comic-Con. And then San Diego is next month.
Yeah, I think it is.
Our Caster Cup is in October, right?
Yeah, Caster's, yeah.
We get that timeline thing. I think you're right, though.
October,
how much do you think that entry is going to be?
Yeah, the $50 entry. I forgot about that. I think.
Yeah, that's October.
So how do you guys? Because I haven't actually played. How do you guys feel about the $50 entry fee?
I mean, I don't mind it, honestly. I mean, it's not what we're used to. I'll say that. So that's just going to stir the pot in general. Like anytime you change something, it's going to stir the pot. But like, I get it at the same time. Like our local game stores are charging us $10 for
and
a tournament or something like that.
But
that's just it goes towards the prize support. Nothing in life is free. So we've been lucky that it's been free up to this point. You know what I mean?
I would say.
Cutting out there a little bit, Deadly.
You hear me?
A little bit. Yeah, now I can.
No, that's what I was gonna kind of home in on is like basically the fact that we've been spoiled with it being free. And now they're like, hey, we're actually going to do what everybody else has done and make it, more viable. Because at the end of the day, the amount of money that is in the prize pool surpasses what they're actually charging, unless, we do see like 500 people. Because at 300 people, I think it's $15,000, right? Something like that.
Yep.
So unless you actually see 600 people, you're not even getting close to the $30,000. Right? It's 30 or 20. I can't remember.
So
I haven't won yet.
it's actually a grand. The grand prize is like $50K, but it's $20K cash, $30K.
Got it. $20K
product.
cash. That's what I go on. Their product, you know, it's at cost to them, which is.
But one thing that's cool about that, which I found out, is that you got to choose what product you wanted. Like there were booster boxes, but you got to be like, I want
like the new set.
I want some wilderness, I want some UFO, and I want some seance. I want some Cryptid Nation 2. I want some, like, you got to like kind of, from what I heard, you got to like pick what you wanted, which I think that's honestly pretty cool.
They didn't let you do native though, right? They were like,
I don't believe so.
It had to be on the Metazoo marketplace, and native has not been.
Yeah. So I don't think native was an option. But still.
Yeah. Cool.
So Deadly, you think we're going to be in Dallas, or you think we're going to be in Fort Worth?
Dude, I have no idea. And honestly, like you're right. Both of you are right. Like who knows where it's going to be? Because Dallas Fort Worth is like, when you think of Fort Worth, it's a hyphenated like Dallas Fort Worth. Like it's not even just Fort Worth. Like if you were to like, so it's technically
how far away are the two?
We think it was like 30 minutes.
I know you guys made the mistake.
It was 30 minutes.
30
it was
minutes?
a 30-minute drive, but it was literally a straight shot. It was on one highway,
one road. Yeah.
Even the road is a dash between the two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dallas dash.
Dallas dash.
Pretty much. It was an equal sign because you got east and west.
It wasn't a bad drive though. Honestly, it was relaxing.
Well, getting out of Dallas and in Dallas, like there was so many
lots of highways.
Dude, first off, I normally drive like pretty fast, so like I had to make like split decisions, and I remember having to like be like, well, that's where I turn, and it was like this like loop that just like kind of did like a jug handle kind of like thing. I don't know.
Yeah, Tree Block from Maine was following us the one time in his car. He was having a panic attack the whole time. He's like, I've never even seen another car on the road before.
I know.
Couldn't even sleep that night, dude.
Beer.
But so I'm hoping it's in Dallas. I just want to say that. I think Dallas is a dope city. I didn't get to explore it as much as I wanted to last time I was out there. They got a lot of cool shit out there. Cool restaurants, good food, cool spots to see live music and shit like that.
Yeah.
I think Dallas would be a good spot to get more people. I know Fort Worth is like where a lot of the Caster Society people are from, but like again, it's just a quick, you could throw a rock and hit it, so I don't think it would be a bad thing if they did it in the main city this time. They're growing as a game. Fort Worth is a smaller city. They should be in the bigger one.
Where Collecticon? Where was that last year? Was that Dallas or Fort Worth?
That was in Fort Worth.
Was in
Fort Worth.
Okay.
So it was in the Fort Worth Convention Center when there is a Dallas Convention Center. So just for comparison for me, just from my point of view, that is, I went to the Orlando Collecticon, and then I went to that one was the next one I went to. Yeah. And they were in like totally different venues, essentially. The one in Orlando was in like the Orlando Convention Center, where it's huge. Yeah. They hold like world conventions there, things like that for huge room. Yeah, they could do anything there.
There's like 4 different conventions going on at the same time as Comic Collecticon.
There was a full food court with like name brand restaurants in it. Like you could get like Pizza Hut pizza, and like there was real stuff like Nathan's hot dogs, and you know what I mean. Like
I like that your standard for real stuff is Nathan's hot dogs.
No, but like name brand. But then you went to Dallas, and it was just like a little fucking room. Like it was like it looked like a middle school gym that like opens up and there's like 3 gyms. There's like it looked like one of those where like the gyms were divided and and they they had the Us for Casters Cup in like a small area with like, and you couldn't sit unless it was time for tournament time. So everybody's standing or sitting on the floor. And there was like 2 toilets for everybody, and you had to pay $13 for a no-name brand hot dog. And like, that's all they had.
Not even a Nathan's?
Exactly. See what I'm saying?
What kind of joint is that?
So it was kind of, so I'm hoping that they go to the Dallas Convention Center this time, where I'm sure it would be much more like the Orlando Convention Center, where we were staying in Dallas by that convention center. We passed it. It was huge.
Yeah.
It was a real convention center, you know. So yeah, I think it would be better, again, just my opinion, in the main city, in the bigger convention center. And I don't know what they're doing for Collecticon this year. It's probably in the Fort Worth one again, I would assume, because they have the relationship or something like that. But this is not there, so I don't think they should be related or in the same venue or anything like that, you know. Mm-hmm. But Deadly, I called you today and I asked you if you were preparing for Flame Tower. What was your response?
My response was no. Not yet. I am waiting for the Terras, but at a certain point, so Ian also brought up the fact that, like, what is it going to be? What day is it really going to be? At best, if it is in June, you're looking at 4 weeks to the day. Like, maybe even a little less, I guess.
Yeah.
If it's the 31st or whatever, or 30th of June, like, that's the end of the road, and you only have so much time, and you got to kind of start racking your brain with what you have, and then when they tell you, you do it. But they haven't really told us anything about, you know, they were making changes, which, you know, may not be necessarily towards the tournament structure. It could have been for, you know, whatever other purposes, but there's a chance that there is no Terras, and they're just like free for all, just run it.
Yeah.
So in the next week, yeah, I'm going to like have a deck built, and because I have to assume they have to give us all the information within the next week or so.
If not, it's probably canceled. I'm not even kidding. Like, not even having dates to start planning at this point, you're better off canceling it, because nobody's going to be able to drop everything and book their
it's
flights.
It's going to make me super
and...
tight. Like, I don't know what I have for work. I don't know what's going on. Like, my boss wants me to go up to like our other facility up in West Virginia. Like, and I'm like, like when? Like mid-June? Like, okay, I may not be able to do that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they're having issues, I think the best thing they could do right now is say, you know, fuck it. We're going to cancel. Here's everything you need to know for Lightning now, so people can start planning a month and a half, 2 months out.
Yeah. Flame's just such a strong one, and like you guys are saying, it's in Dallas, which is a super, super meta, like, epicenter for Metazoo right now. And
yeah.
California too, but like,
yeah, that is the tough part there.
But that's like the epicenter of Metazoo, in my opinion. Like, probably have more LGSs, more traction, more games going on in that state alone than combined states together.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fair.
True.
Fair.
It's just a guess. Like, that's a guess.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think that's fair.
Yeah, I mean, some of them live in their mom's basement.
True. Some of them do.
I'm in my father-in-law's basement. Thank you very much.
But I still think there are ways to practice without knowing the Terras personally. Like, we could, one, just guess what they're going to be. Two, you could just build the best flame deck you can for now and adjust it when we find out the Terras, and that's kind of like the road I'm going down right now in a way. You know what I mean?
At the end of the day, so in my opinion, the Terras affect very specific beasties, clearly. And what you want in a deck, if they do have Terras, is to look at your 1-drops. Look at your really low drops and see how big and beefy they get with the Terra bonuses. And then at that point, if you build a flame deck, you just take out whatever bottom part you had and then put it with the big one or the small beasties, and then, you know, maybe mix around your higher end, like bigger beasties and your mechanics. My personal opinion is I'm just going to do burn. I'm going to be doing fireballs, and not even fireballs because they're kind of, weak in my opinion, because it's all going to be flame, but direct damage is what I want. I want direct damage.
I do like fireballs though, because they could hit anything.
Yeah, but then I like the fact that I can have explosion and I can have a jack-o'-lantern bomb or whatever. What's the other one? Unholy Fire. Unholy Fire will do damage to the other two targets that explosion doesn't. So
yeah.
I like comboing those. Like maybe 6 of those all together, 3 and 3, maybe 4 and 2, and then you just got your beasties going around.
It's going to be a very spell heavy, I think.
Yeah, but then you also have Scorch Pages, which is a counter. It literally basically says take 175 damage, I think, 175 damage, and do not resolve the spell.
Yeah, something like that.
Epic. That's a really good card. And
it is a good card.
3 per spell book?
I think it's 3.
Yeah, I think those are usually 3. But that's those are all cards that are right there in the wheelhouse that I'm going to be looking at.
I think it will be a different tower event than what we're used to. I will say that because of the fact that there will be more spells being used and things like that. Yeah. The other ones, it's BCs, Terra bonus. This, it's going to be a lot of, oh, fuck, I'm burnt for 30 right now. I don't want to attack with my... I got 7 BCs out. Why did I swarm the board? I can't even swing with these things now. Yep. It's going to be a whole different tower event, in my opinion.
That burn is definitely a mechanic or an effect that is more detrimental than people actually consider.
Yeah.
When you have 10 beasties out and you're like, well, if I swing, that's 200 damage to me. Am I even killing him? Am I even doing 200 damage?
Yeah.
What do they do?
Yeah, it's going to be way different where, honestly, this is why I'm just playing with a flame deck that I'm going to be building, which I haven't built yet, but I'm just going to be practicing with the best flame deck I can.
Flaming Spirit.
And that's my old deck. I don't think it will hold up anymore.
It's too heavy with the Casey Jones, but I do like, Morpheus.
But that's the whole reason why I'm going to just practice with any Metazoo deck that I can right now that's flame, because I think Terra's not going to be as big of a factor. It will be a factor. I'm not saying it won't be. But I think it will matter less because of that reason. We're going to be possibly attacking less because of burn, things like that. There's going to be a lot of spells being used. I'm sure we'll see Gassy all over the place to reuse those spells. It's going to be an interesting one for sure. Regardless of what the Terras are. Oh, you did? You did have an extra one?
I had one first edition one that I was like, you know what? I'm just going to sell it. The first edition one I sold, and then I have 2 second edition ones that I'm just going to play. So, I like Gassy, but at the end of the day, you have to assume you're paying that for aura, and then you're doing it, and then he's going to die next turn. He's dead next turn. At least that's my goal. It's I'm killing that thing. It's my first job.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. But I will say I have strategically used it as a distraction on multiple occasions as well. It's very good for that because you're going to target it first. The opponent is going to get rid of that thing.
Absolutely. Which will save you from something potentially.
Yeah, if you want to stall them out real quick, that's a great card to also just use for that type of thing.
But if you can actually stall them out when you bring it out and they actually don't have enough to respond back, then you're all right, I get an extra turn, and then it looks like 3 turns. You're you're fucked.
There's definitely times where you feel bad for your opponent putting Gassy out on the field.
I had somebody put Gassy out with a Flame Spirit and not the old possession. What's the new possession? Permanent possession.
Permanent possession.
And permanent possession.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't do anything because anytime I try to play something to respond, they take it next turn. So I had to wait until I was able to play 2 beasties at the same time. They'd take 1, and I just couldn't pull it off.
Yeah, that sucks.
It was the worst.
That sucks.
I just couldn't get it out.
Couldn't pull it off.
I just liked putting out 27 effigies and winning.
I still like effigies. I still like it a lot. Effigies and spells and maybe some things to just
So on Sunday I went to IHC and I played a few games there, and I lost to a water flame deck that had effigies in it, and it was the effigies that was doing the damage to my points. You know what I mean? That won him the game essentially, because I had to take care of like the beasties and up Frogman's out now. I got to deal with that fucking son of a bitch. Like he was doing all that type of shit. So I now had effigies that I had to deal with on top of like a water deck in a way. So
Yeah.
the effigies is what killed me while I was
pretty
dealing with the water deck. Yeah. It was a pretty good deck, honestly. It was. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, effigies is something we definitely all got to look out for at that event as well, if it happens. Because again, like I'm focusing now on beasties and other things, and those are just taking away my life.
Yeah.
You know, it's brutal. I even forgot about them on like a turn or two. Again, I was dealing with the beasties though. It's not like I just like completely blanked on it, but it's like I forgot. And now it's his turn. He's doing shit to me. Passes turn. Blah blah blah. I do my shit. I pass turn, and it's like fuck. I forgot. Now I got to take this damage. I forgot that we were fucking there. Bummed
So,
out.
to speculate if there are Terra bonuses, me and Frozen were doing it like right when they made the announcement, and they were like, "No, Forest, we're just gonna have the Nexus Flame," and I was like, "All right." And me and him hopped on, and we built decks with like preliminary Terras.
Yeah,
and it actually was very much like the old like Terra was crazy heavy like effective because Sky Snake was like swinging for like 100 something.
jeez.
And you can have 10 of those, I think, in your spell book. But so like even if you are burned and I swing, I'm swinging 100 to do 20 damage to myself. So that is reasonable. I will do that all day.
Let me see this. I wanted to look up this guy because I know he was crazy. I got it pulled up real quick, but what's like I have a feeling like because of the Terras, like we're gonna be seeing some shit that we're not used to. Okay, so he doesn't hit for that much, but I was gonna say like maybe Lava Bear because like he's
That's an active volcano that makes it like 100 plus.
yeah, which I don't think they're going to do anything that crazy because they haven't been that specific with anything yet.
That says there's an active volcano, though.
Yeah,
Didn't they come out with something that said that?
They might have. There's a way you could search card text. Let's see.
Active volcano.
Yeah,
like volcano.
Volcanoes only. Lava Bear is the only thing that comes up.
So no, but
gotcha. They did it for something else then.
But but his Terra is only like island or something like that.
Yeah, it's like a water one, which we actually speculated that island potentially could because there might be like volcano on there, and to think of like, but that's like it's like a reach.
So, am I crazy for saying maybe Forest would be active?
I like that, but I don't know if it will. But there's a lot of Terra. There are a handful. I'm not gonna say a lot because there's Anita has it, I think, and Anita is pretty cool. Cutthroat says native volcano woman card ? Is that the one that says something about a volcano? I'm really not. I have not studied native yet.
So volcano woman, a real volcano is considered to be within eyesight. Oh fuck!
The other one says active though. So Lava Bear says active.
Lava is within eyesight. So
would that cover it?
This page costs one less. Oh no. I'm sorry. They're two separate sentences. Sorry about that, Deadly. It's just it is a real volcano is considered to be within eyesight. Period. Bam. It's considered to be within eyesight. And then the next sentence is if real lava is within eyesight, this page costs one less aura to contract. So a real volcano is within eyesight. Thank you for that, Cutthroat. Okay, so a real volcano is within eyesight, and what does Lava Bear say?
If you're playing near a volcano,
so it's within eyesight,
active or otherwise.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
pretty wild. But they don't need to do anything pseudo environment wise for that. That's just like a deck build.
That's a play off your own cards. That's like,
Yeah, that's just like a tech, essentially, a deck tech. So
and then there's
Yeah,
also that like that weird looking dude that people
you
that
mean
would have
Deadly?
been just because you're like a quarter inch taller than me, MJ, doesn't
I
mean
don't even
that
know
I'm
if I am. I honestly don't
I
even
think
know.
we're like literally the same height.
I think we might be.
So what's that dude's name? Lofton. He's like
Let me see if I can find anything that starts like that.
he does like the weird like
Lewitt.
Lewitt. Okay, he might be viable. He keeps 1-drops from being attacked, so or damaged or attacked.
All flame and earth beasties with an aura cost of 1 cannot be the target of declared attacks.
Okay, so you can use spells on him, which kind of doesn't make him as strong.
And then you could also go through your spell book with his power, index until you find a flame or a earth artifact. Place that revealed artifact into your chapter. So you could also use him and get some artifacts out. That's pretty dope. Or at least get them to your hand. What's that?
I said absorb aura. Go grab your artifact, place it, absorb, keep your momentum going. The whole fast-paced game.
By the way, let me apologize. I'm pretty like nasally and I'm going to be coughing a little bit. I've had like allergies and been sick like every week since I moved to New Jersey. Apparently, the environment hates me.
Though.
What's up?
You sound like you're better though.
Yeah, it comes and goes every week. It's ridiculous. It's just lingering my whole life now, apparently. So yeah, I'm sorry that I'm coughing and stuff like that. I just wanted to say that.
We forgive you.
I don't.
I actually saw that guy in Earth Tower.
Lewitz? Yeah, against Hyperbole.
Well, no, actually, even my first match was against somebody from GG Unit. And I beat that deck. And I faced it one other time, and it was a teammate of Hyperbole's, but it wasn't Hyperbole.
They, I believe, had some similar builds, but that's probably why you saw. Because I know Hyperbole had them in his.
I didn't see him. I faced Hyperbole, and I didn't see him in his.
It might have been side deck, but I thought I could have sworn he had them in his deck.
Because he had Tommy Knockers and Growth when I played him. That's like the non-Earth stuff that I saw in his deck.
Yeah.
But what do you think about Native Piazza? You think everybody's going to be trying to play that?
Yeah, he's going to be a player.
So
he's going to do it because it counts as a flame card. It's not even Earth. It's not even one of your nons. Yeah. And I do believe there's going to be a fair share of flame Earth mix because it is viable with diffusion. It makes you speed up quick. Like you're not going to have a problem playing Earth cards. You're not going to have a problem playing fire flame cards when you have that split. So,
yeah. What I really think is wild after now playing a bunch of games in with the native set is, so I've built people just call it DJ, but the
Gene.
Yeah, the Jaying or whatever. Jane. So I played that deck. Now I've played with Achi Alaboba that light.
There's that 3-drop. Wait.
So most of these are more aura than this Piazza bird. This is a 2/2. This is a 2/2. The one that I play in my light Earth deck is a 3/3. Mm-hmm. A bunch of the new ones are 3/3s. This thing is a 2/2. That to me is wild. That this thing is this crazy and it's only 4 compared to the other stuff. The other stuff is crazy too. Don't get me wrong. Like the card that I played, that Achi, I just call it Achi for short. It I get to shuffle it back in my spell book when it goes to a discard pile. I get to reset our life counters both to 500. So like I could be down to 30 life points and you could be at 900. Sorry, we're both at 500, and I get to shuffle it back into my spell book. Like it's a pretty wild card, but
it's a 6-drop.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. It makes sense for a 6-drop. This is a crazy card that has a win con and it's a 4-drop. Like that.
Yeah. Well, I do like that its ability is to bring you back 500, but what does it do for the opponent when they're low? You don't play it, right? Because it would bring them up to 500.
No. So
another card.
When they're low, he swings for 150 and 5 burn. He's fucking a beast either way.
No, but his effect when you go 500, if you're at like 10 and then you play him, you go up to 500 and your opponent goes to 500.
We both get reset.
What happens if he's at 10 and you're at 500? What happens to his LPs?
I wouldn't use that power. What do you mean?
Okay. Oh, it's a power, so it's just like
no, it's not like on his attack or anything like that. But
Ayak name Max brought up a good point. That's like the Intergalactic Space Council's counter to win cons.
That is true.
Which is a potential side deck possibility. It's not a bad idea, you know.
It's not a bad idea. But
is it 2-drop, 3-drop?
I honestly don't even remember. We could look that up. We could look it up.
Neutral, so it takes up a
neutral 4.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah. I know I got 1 billion of those in a box somewhere though.
1 billion?
It's a lot.
But I don't like. Well,
that's like how many stars there are in the galaxy.
Who's next to the Pascagoula River aliens? First off, and second off, who's that thing in the picture next to the Pascagoula River aliens? In that
what picture are you looking at?
The Intergalactic Space Council.
Space Penguins is in there.
Yeah, we don't know who that is yet. I don't think.
Oh, we don't know who that. It looks like a robot. But
it looks like Mysterio.
It kind of does.
Mysterio.
But
IP crossover Marvel.
I don't like that it's a 4-drop, honestly.
Yeah, it's kind of heavy.
I like the card. It does have its purpose. I'm sure.
It's an artifact too.
Artifact.
And it's got what, 80 LP or something?
80, but damage is reduced to half. Against it.
I like that mechanic in cards where it takes like half damage, like crab.
Like, fuck that crab, dude.
Crab's a player.
But I don't like the 4-drop part. I'm not gonna put it in my deck probably. But what do you think the Terras are going to be if you had to guess?
I think daytime is definitely potential. These are like, oddity ones. Like daytime, obviously desert, I would assume. And what's the other one that's like a shoe-in?
You tell me, Dudley.
I'd have to look. I'm like, I'm not sure off the top of my head. I can pop open TTS and tell you what we had set.
All right, go for it.
No, my computer was crashed.
So
it was already blinking. I don't know if you guys see that. It's super weird. It was like load.
So to me, it's honestly desert is like the only shoe-in.
Really? Not even daytime?
I think daytime. Daytime is on a lot of flame cards.
It is on a lot of them. I'll give you that. But I think so they usually choose what, 5? Or is it 4?
Yeah, 5.
5? Okay, so all right, that does broaden it up a little bit. Yeah, there's a high chance that daytime is there. Yes. I think there's a high chance city's there. I think there's a high chance that nighttime's there even. Like there could be daytime and nighttime active at the same time.
But nights in the desert are very cold.
Swifty, stop throwing curveballs at us.
There are though. No, Swifty's right.
I can't. Which ones have nighttime? You think there's more nighttime than there's daytime?
I don't know that. We could figure that out right now though if we wanted to. Let me just go. Where do I go to?
Babanili has daytime and desert.
Terrace. Let's go to nighttime. All right. We got Burn Cross Ghost, Casey Jones, Fufale, Headless Coal Miner, The Ghost of the Lost Furnace, both editions. One of the new release event decks, Cano. I don't even know how to pronounce it. I'm gonna skip that one. The Gargoyle and the Green Fireballs. So there's
Fireballs do have nighttime.
So there's 9 for nighttime. Daytime. Let's go. And there is 6 for daytime. So suck it, Deadly.
What? There was 7.
No, there was 9 for nighttime.
9. Okay.
6. So 6, and it's
Swifty.
Babanili.
Ababanili. Yep. Ojogo. Father Sam.
I am Mojojojo.
We, the Sky Snake, and the Fire Ship of I don't know. Body Shoddlers.
What's the likelihood
What?
of daytime and nighttime?
I don't know.
I feel like that's
Bale
just
de
like,
Chalet.
I don't speak French, dude. I'm in America. I'm in America.
America.
Listen, I'm Italian and I failed my Italian class. All right, so I definitely don't speak French. So,
Prego. Posso.
but I think there's a possibility of some like curveballs as well.
Yeah.
Like I said, like I think forest would make some sense to me. There's more forest cards than daytime deadly.
Yeah, actually, there's a couple forest ones there.
So I mean, forest fires, makes sense to me. There's that wildfire card that turns. It's a flame card that is a
it's a forest
terror.
terror.
You know what I mean? So like, there's synergy.
Damage every turn.
I feel like Swifty, R.I.P. R.I.P. Dude. Those days are over.
What about,
I'm glad I spent like $150 on that card.
What card?
Father Sam. I bought it when it was like up, when prices were up, when Nightfall boxes were like $200.
I got it.
Whoops.
$60. Shout out to what was that dude's name? Who is the dude? All right, I'm gonna explain it. I'm gonna try and be as respectful as possible. Who is the guy who jumped into the lake with his like a skateboard or something?
Purple
Jeff.
Purple L. I give him kudos because he went through some cards. There were a couple cards that were absolute trash that I bought, and I can't like New Year's celebration, bro. Like that's just like a glittery card that I like. If both casters agree and give each other a hug,
I would hug you.
I have like 4 of them, dude, and one of them is signed by Mike Waddell's Squiggly. Like that's worth something.
Is Squiggly?
Yeah, the like
one?
The treble clef.
Oh yeah, that one. Okay.
The white staghorn.
yeah, whatever.
I wonder what signature comes out next. Isn't this one going to retire soon?
A real signature, like your name, maybe that the one that you sign on documents. How about that one?
Overrated.
That's too much liability.
Imagine going to the bank with like, no, that's my signature.
Hold on a second.
I am curious how many more until PSA is like, no, we're not going to do this.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Dude, it's wild. Like, dude, I feel like you could just draw on a card and send it into PSA, and they'd be like, that looks like it. Authenticated.
Wait. So I have a question. Does anybody have any idea who Kent Smith is? Does that name ring a bell to anybody?
Kent with a T?
Kent.
So yes, Kent with a T. Kent,
You didn't
no,
answer your question yet.
I do not.
No.
Why?
What's up? Is he an artist or something?
Is he paying you money?
This was the Caster Cup. They paid me $1,000, and I was thinking it was signed by Mike Quintel. But it
Signed
says
by
Kent
Kent?
Smith, J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, N.A., Columbus, Ohio. But
It's probably like their accountant or something.
Yeah, it's like
That's
whoever signed the money
exactly
order.
Yeah. Yeah, you thought you had Mike Waddell's real signature?
I don't know. It wasn't real. I knew it'd be like, you know.
What are you going to sell your cash check? Putting that up on eBay?
You could.
Who wants it? If I frame it, make it look real nice,
Caster's
maybe.
Cup Top 32 check. Had to pay taxes on this.
Yeah. Well, actually, technically, it was amazing because that's what, you know, it was a 1099. So, bing, bang, boom. I just wrote everything off connected to it. And it was technically able to write off even more because I had it. Because, you know.
Hashtag winning.
Hashtag let's stop having this conversation because it's on record.
Hey. Hey. If the IRS let it go through last year, they let it go through. That's on them.
It's not legitimate. You know.
Yeah.
I have a lot of Metazoo cards here. A lot.
Trust me. Every year during tax season, I donate a lot to charities. So
I know, dude. You got to make a wish. Make
Make a wish.
Make
Gotta
a
support
wish.
wish.
Make-A-Wish.
If you don't, you're probably the devil.
Yeah. You're gonna upset someone.
Someone.
A child.
Ryan
Who doesn't get to go
Reynolds.
to Disney World.
So I think there's also a possibility. I don't want to say, I don't think Island is going to be one, but I think there's a possibility of some random shit like
Lightning.
I don't even know. I'm looking. Let's see. What
So we
comes
have
up with lightning?
We have the new beastie, the lightning flame one.
So what about okay?
He's
So
the
why don't we
only
go
one,
through-
though. He's the only one, though.
He is the only one.
Why don't we kind of go through it a little bit? So like the
All right, let's
idea
go through
is like so city, dude. No, absolutely not.
Yeah,
That's
what do you
like,
mean?
I don't-
Absolutely not. I think that's one of the ones that's
Yeah.
most likely.
If they're going with a Dallas theme,
So there's the same amount for your daytime as there is in city for the amount of beasties. It's Casey Jones, the Ghost Lost, both versions, Piazza Bird Walmart version, Joe Magarac, and Griddle Greaser
Joey
Pete.
boy, Joey's
And
Oh,
a lot of those are big beasties in the game that a lot of people enjoy to play, fan favorites, et cetera,
All right,
et cetera.
so cities on the table then.
Okay.
Dawn, next,
Let's
maybe.
see.
Like
How
the
many?
soap?
No, I don't think Dawn either.
Like
There's
the
only
time of
one.
day.
There's only one BC. It's that fire ship.
Okay,
So-
yeah, and then you have daytime, which is
We
definitely
did.
is viable.
It
May not
it's
be
there.
as viable as nighttime because that might take the place of it.
Yeah,
Desert's 100%.
desert. Let's see how many desert has. So desert's only got 11, dude. It's only got
Only.
two, yeah. Well, it's two more than nighttime, and he was saying that there's none in nighttime. So it's got 11.
Who said there was none in nighttime?
What's that?
Who said there was none in nighttime?
You.
No, I said there wasn't that many, but apparently I was off a little bit on that. I'm not claiming that I said there was none. I know there's some.
Yeah. All right.
I thought daytime definitely, was more on top of that.
So
Um,
desert's got the most so far at 11.
Yeah.
The big
Dawn.
hitters and fan favorites as well with Chibi Piazza Bird, both Piazza Birds, Iowa Dragon, Explosive Rabbits, and a few. What are they? Theme decks or release events? I think theme decks. The Nita the Black Bear and Tombstone Monster, who I actually like the Tombstone Monster. I just want to throw that out there. I think if Desert's active, which it probably will be, we might be seeing that guy around too. So then we got, what's that, Dusk?
that's dusk, yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Not even.
Farm.
Farm's got 2. So I don't think
I
so
don't
either.
like it though.
I like Griddle Greaser and Farm, but I don't think it's a thing.
Yeah.
Next we got Fog. Nobody.
No.
Forest. We got
I
7.
think that's definitely a possibility.
I think it is too.
I definitely think they could throw them because if you think about it, I think when we first started talking about it, like forest fires, like that's
Exactly. Like it's just
huge.
so like especially like Cryptid Nation takes place in the United States. Like we have forest fires every fucking year, and it's like honestly like an issue. You know what I mean? Like we hear about it every single year on the news. These forest fires.
Yeah.
So
California has always got them.
yeah, like it goes with not necessarily Dallas or anything like that, but like Cryptid Nation. It goes with a theme. It goes with they have the Smokey the Bear promo. Like what? 4 forest fires. You know.
Yeah. So I think that's like pretty locked in.
I would say so, but that's just my opinion. The next one we got is Full Moon. There's only one. It's the Burn Cross Ghost, so doesn't
Probably
look
not.
too. Next is Mountain, and
that's ground.
Oh, that's Ground. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Like
I do hope Ground is active though. I think that would be dope with Iowa Dragon personally, and it would help out some of those fusion aura decks that we will be seeing.
All right.
The other one is Island. Again, it would only help that bear out essentially.
And my crabs when I play water.
You're gonna throw water into your flame deck?
Probably not. I'm just messing around.
Steam deck.
Was
River.
Lake?
I think that's River. No, that's Lake. You're right. That's because River has the S looking one.
So nothing.
Yeah.
Lightning is only the one that Ian likes. Granted,
I didn't say I liked it. I just said there's a beastie with it now. You're twisting words tonight, man.
Yeah, see? He was like, yeah, and Deadly said no light pages, no light Terra bonuses.
And Deadly also said, Ian, that he wants me to kick you off the podcast, but I just didn't want to go there. You know what I mean?
I'm fine with that.
Deadly said that about Ian.
I said that he can leave if he wins the contest.
I'm talking about before this podcast. You said stuff
before I got on.
Yeah,
you do what you need to do.
You're a pillar. We can't lose.
So the next one, I feel like this is wrong.
I feel like you're fucking wrong.
What? Okay, there it is. I was gonna say it says that there's. I was gonna say it said that there was no BCs, but it was just like I guess taking a second to load. What is that? Meteor shower. Felix Still Fire Demon is the only one.
Good card.
Great card. Yeah, great card. I love that card. But no, I don't think that Terra will possibly be in play. Now we got Mountain. So again, I hope that this one's in play for the same reason. It would help those fusion aura decks. There's 3 dual aura BCs under that, and then the other one is Headless Coal Miner. So it would be cool. It would be, in my opinion, it would be cool, but it would be a little stretch in a way.
Yeah.
It would be. For both of them, Ground and Mountain. But I could hope. I could dream. Nighttime we did already.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
North Pole, there's no point.
Let's check, just in case. There's 0.
Ocean, 0. I don't know how you... Well, I guess like if there was an oil spill, there could be a fire in the ocean, but usually there's not. Rain, nothing. Again, it would be hard to have fire in the rain.
There's 2 for River, obviously gassy, but and Chibi gassy, I guess.
Chibi gassy. So again, that would be a stretch, but it would be cool. It would be really cool. You get to use a bunch of spells.
It brings it up to 75 LP.
And protect it. So yeah, it would be plus 75. That would be nice, dude. That would be real nice. But again, everything's hitting for more. So again, it would still actually probably die at the same speed as a normal game.
Yeah.
Honestly. But it would balance it for tower, at least, in a way. Snowing, no.
Stars, doesn't
Stars,
either.
no.
Suburban.
Yeah,
Two.
so that one actually would make sense to me, but there's not enough cards for it. But like, house fires are a thing as well, you know. But,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's right. Who even thinks of that? You're like, a house can catch on fire.
you'd be surprised how many people I know whose houses burned down. Like honestly, and like most of them, it's like
That sounds
like,
suspicious of you.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know why this is happening, but a lot of my friends have their houses burned down. Then I leave town.
All of them happen to be enemies of mine.
So you just, you laid down, you like got on your knees one night and just prayed. You were like, please.
But no, honestly, like most of them, it's just like random shit, like a wire sparks behind their wall or some shit.
Faulty wiring is definitely.
Yeah, just like it. Like I'm telling you, 9 out of 10 times it's something random like that. You know,
there was one.
I know multiple people from my hometown down in Florida, even where like people's houses burnt the fuck down. Like, luckily, most of them that I knew had insurance and shit like that and got out safe. Everybody, obviously, I wouldn't be talking about it like as lightly as I am if everybody died. But yeah, like it's a thing still. You know what I mean? It's traumatic and everything, but it happens.
When I was younger in my hometown, like I think like connected to my neighborhood, like if you went down my street and you went through the other roads and got over somewhere, there was a house that literally sat up on this hill and we drove by and it was like, I'm telling you, just like you normally think like, oh, a house is burning, like fire department gets there, puts it out, and you still got half a house. Nah, this house had like a foundation of a house. And I was like,
yeah.
Well, how did it get that bad? But it's the way it happened was that somebody fell asleep with a candle on, and it caught like the blinds or something, or the curtains on fire, and like
it happens. Yeah.
It just probably just up.
Even actually, I was like a kid who was like always out of my house, just like riding my bike around town and causing trouble and stuff. And I remember
shit.
Before I had like a cell phone and everything like that. I remember I went to like my town swim club. I'm hanging out at the pool with my friends and stuff like that, playing wiffle ball, whatever. And like me and a few friends now go back to my house and we ride our bikes across town to my house. We wanted to get some like lunch and some snacks and stuff like that, whatever. And there's like 20 fucking fire trucks outside of my house. There was a fire inside my wall, but like my sister smelled it like immediately, like nothing happened. You know what I mean? Like they were able to come, they basically like punched a hole in the wall, fucking put out the fire, and like they were good. But they were like, yo, if your sister wasn't home, I was like, yeah, can I just get a juice box and like be on my fucking way?
Yeah, cool, thanks. Get out of my house.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, exactly. My mom was like, you're
don't
crazy,
go in my room.
But yeah, like it just happened. So I was saying like it would make sense to me, but Metazoo didn't go that route apparently.
But I mean, they could just choose it for the two beasties because those two beasties, relatively strong.
So the other two are swamp and winter, which
winter totally makes sense.
Which swamp only has one beastie, and by the way, I have a resentment towards winter. I just want to get this out in the air.
Why?
How do you?
I do. I really do. Why is it the only season that is a Terra? There's no summertime. There's no fall time. Why is winter time a fucking Terra? It's not a Terra.
You have winter and snowing.
Snowing is the Terra. Snowing is the Terra. Why is there a winter and a snowing? Why is there no summer and daytime? Summer and desert? Like I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. Why is winter the only season?
Maybe they'll introduce them later down the line.
It pisses me off.
Yeah.
It really pisses me off. But
wow.
It genuinely does. I'm sorry. After seeing this now in front of me, there's not that I was gonna say like maybe like farm would be like some spice before we did this, but now that we're looking at it, like I don't know if there even could be like some spice with the Terras. I think it's gonna be city, daytime, nighttime, forest, and desert. I think those are the 5 right there.
Mm.
I don't see what else it could be, honestly.
City, daytime, nighttime, forest, what? Desert. Yeah.
Desert. That's the only 5 I could personally see it being.
Yeah, which Sky Snake.
Farm? Are there ranches in Dallas?
I'm sure there are.
Farm.
Tree Block. He never said which tomorrow he was going to make the announcement. Okay.
The announcement of the announcement to make more announcements about announcements?
So we only have the moment, Tree Block, and tomorrow is never promised, and we can only live in the now. So tomorrow never comes. We're just living now, man. We're just
If you
living
have
now.
one
Tomorrow
foot in
never
tomorrow
dies.
and one foot in yesterday, you're just pissing on the present.
Yep.
Wow.
What are you, Annie, dude?
That's deep.
Tomorrow.
Annie?
Tomorrow.
But yeah, while we're on that subject, the announcements about future announcements needs to stop. Just and wait until you have an announcement to announce, and then fucking announce it.
Yeah, it's just one big, attempted, hype train. Hype.
It's not a hype train.
No, it's like I feel like
That's we're working on it.
It's all engaged.
It makes me think that they have something that they actually don't have something yet when they do announcements about announcements.
So people who talk too much usually are just full of shit. Like, in a way, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how else to sugarcoat it, but it's the people who are like quiet and like hold back and only speak when like they need to, who are like wiser and like know what the fuck they're talking about usually. The first one with an idea is the one where like I'm like, maybe we shouldn't listen to that idea.
Thanks for getting that out of the way.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, like you didn't even take any time to think about what you had to say right there. But yeah, like I feel like that's what they do almost. Or I mean, maybe they're just like that forgetful. I don't fucking know.
My favorite thing is I saw an announcement on Facebook about the announcement of announcements for more announcements.
It's so stupid. And like, why do they go on to the next thing before finishing what they're doing? Like, we're gonna announce the dates of this tomorrow. Then 2 days later, we're gonna announce the dates of this other. We're gonna announce this other thing tomorrow. But what about the other stuff that you still haven't announced yet?
It won't be tomorrow.
I don't think either of them are going to be tomorrow. I don't think either of them are going to happen tomorrow.
No.
So cynical.
I am very pessimistic towards Metazoo right now.
I think
it's not unwarranted.
I think it'll happen sometime over the weekend, randomly, personally. I think they're possibly scrambling to find a location or something like that. So they're trying to book it so they can make the announcement.
That concerns me even more if they're waiting this long to get venues.
Yeah. Well, I feel like the same thing happened at New York.
They've had 2 months.
Yeah.
They've had 2 months. You can't even argue that they were distracted by Rhinelander.
So they had 2 months, but we have no idea where their focus was during those 2 months. They could have been solely focusing on this restructure of the company that we keep hearing rumors about. And
I can tell you it wasn't keychains.
No, fuck no, it wasn't.
Nope.
But yeah, I just feel like maybe their priorities are a little fucked up.
Buy the NFT boxes though, because if you don't, then we can't afford the venue for Flame.
I literally was like, "What's this snapshot for?"
Yeah, for stuff that already went on sale.
That's so funny.
You okay there, bud?
Nobody wants it, and it already sold. Like,
let's just go. I'm going to bring up an old topic that I don't think was talked about enough, which I'm okay with. But so basically, remember when we bought tokens?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we all had tokens, and we're in the NFT chat. The secret chat where
I traded one of my tokens to Cutthroat.
Nice, but here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. I used to Hawkeye that whole chat half the time, go through.
It was the only chat I would go to, honestly. So
when I first got in, it's the only chat I'd participate in.
Yeah, I would never go to the general.
Really care about Metazoo. There's a bunch of regular Joe Schmo idiots in the other chat.
No,
we became the problem.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So basically, I remember the conversation when these PFPs were coming out. They were
Dude,
like, "Oh no, like we're just doing it for the tokens. You'll like the PFPs will not have access." And then randomly one day, I was like, "Wait, how's this person in here? They only have a PFP." And then I think it was when they had like a mass exodus of like token holders, because there's not as many people in there. Like I can literally
That's pretty
name.
dead.
Well, I mean, it's not dead, but like there's like
No, it's not
basically
the way it
the
was. It's not
same
the way it
people
was.
it was wild before. There was so many people in there you could barely even keep track of what was going on.
But I did think it was toxic too.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
It was a lot of like this like hierarchy of like, you don't know what set that's in, man. What are you, a fucking Metazoo idiot? It's like, all right, dude, chill. I was just asking a question, bro. You know what I mean? Like
I just bought my token last week.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah. You'd be like
welcoming me.
You would ask a question and be like, what does a snapshot mean? They'd be like, bro, why do you even fucking own an NFT, man? Like, it's like, all right, dude, like, what? This is the first NFT I've ever bought.
I stopped going in that chat when I forgot if it was Mike or Andy brought up okay, let's vote to see if we are going to let the PFP people in. And it got really heated, and it just became like this whole elitism thing of like, oh, we paid a bunch of money for our tokens, and we want to make sure it's still exclusive, right? I got really
members.
Yeah, something. I remember. I rage quit. Like that was the first time that I ever got like visibly you couldn't see me, but shaking at my screen because I was just so frustrated with the conversation there. And then I remember saying in the chat, like, you guys don't even realize that it was damage control to separate you out into this chat because they are so toxic.
Yeah. But here's the thing too, though. On that note, where like the chat isn't as the way it used to be and everything like that. Like a lot of things have kind of like slowed down in that NFT space and everything. Like,
yeah,
I feel like in a way, like those tokens have lost some of its value.
Oh, look at it, dude. Do you know how much I paid for mine and what mine's going for right now?
Well, no, not like even physical value. That has to do with Ethereum, though. That doesn't have to do with Metazoo per se.
It's the want. Like if you don't have the desire,
true.
What's Ethereum going for right now? Because I could tell you,
$2,000, like $1,900.
Oh, absolutely has nothing to do with the Ethereum then.
It's a little bit lower than it. Yeah, because it's actually as high as it was, I think, when I was buying it.
The tokens were double the price when Ethereum was at 1,500, because that's when I bought one of my first tokens.
So, but my thing is that it doesn't have the utility it did either. The last, like, part of it was like free drops and discounted product. Yeah, cool. You could get booster boxes for $50 less a week or two later than the regular boxes.
Yeah, it's not
worth it. It's not worth it.
Sometimes they wouldn't even tell you prior. You'd be like,
you blow all your you already bought all these pre-orders and stuff.
Now.
Yeah, you bought all these pre-orders already, and a week later the set's already out, and they're now announcing the NFT boxes that you could buy.
A lot of smoke and mirrors.
But the last I think free thing that we got, like where they were like, hey guys, thanks for the NFT holders, like just go on and claim this. I think it was the 4th of July promo of last year.
Yep.
So like since 4th of July last year till now, I have not used my NFT. I paid $700. I paid $750. No, because the last time I bought boxes with it was Wilderness, and every single NFT box I bought because I used it for the discount. I'm not a collector. I'm a player. I'm ripping my product. I don't give a fuck that it's got a sticker on it. I bought it for cheaper so I could rip it for less money. I got one hollow out of every box. One or two hollows out of every single NFT box.
Oh, yeah, but that was just Wilderness.
I heard similar things for UFO though also. So like I was like, I'm glad I didn't do it again.
I have UFO
rip
NFT boxes over there. I will
rip it. Because UFO was the set that was hitting, so I feel like that's not the one to do it with. But either way, like again, like I have a sponsor first off, so like I get a little discount, so I get almost for $100 anyway. You know what I mean? Almost. No, probably not, but still, it's less than one. It's less than 150. So like I'd rather support Immortal for 130 or whatever I'm paying, 120 or whatever the heck I'm paying, and get it on time. as opposed to get it with a sticker, have bullshit fucking polls because they think nobody's going to open it, and have
Yeah.
to wait 2 extra weeks to get it or whatever it is.
Yeah, the NFT stuff's always an afterthought. My 30th anniversary boxes came like over a week after my regular boxes. And when you look at how they do the sales, they sell the regular ones first, and then the NFT sale is usually an afterthought and usually announced after they end the public sale. So then,
and it's supposed
NFT
to be
holders don't
it was
know whether or not to wait.
advertised. So if you looked at the original roadmap for the NFT coins, which I'm sure, like, I can't find that picture right now, but I'm sure it exists somewhere. It says that the whole point of it is for discounted pre-orders. They're supposed to be pre-orders, not post-orders, not after the set releases for a week.
Well, there's still pre-orders. They're just not. You're just not. You can say how many times you ever want. You're still wrong.
No, because they had the other sets on the Metazoo store before they had the NFT ones. So no, like I could have gone
but
on the Metazoo store. But
did those people have it in hand before you had the opportunity to use your NFT to pre-order the product?
No, but that stuff was already in the mail and shipped, though. It was already in the mail and being shipped, though, while I was... Their stuff was in the mail and being shipped to them while I was now ordering my pre-order. How does that make sense?
Which one?
Wilderness. We'll go back to my wilderness.
He hates wilderness.
Usually it's the same day when they
I pre-ordered NFT. And I pre-ordered those NFT ones like 2 months in advance at Collecticon. And I got them fucking after.
Yeah, that was whack.
So, what? Like,
shout out Stash Loot.
They were literally pre-orders that time.
And then you didn't even get your promo, and they sent it in the mail like a year later.
Oh, yeah.
That was the whole reason.
The Phantom card?
No. So I didn't have an NFT at that time. You did, and then I ordered it at the Collecticon, and it came weeks.
Came the day we were moving to my new apartment. Remember, we showed up to my new apartment and it was like there.
Yeah. Did you like packages already, bro?
and I had to change the date because I had to change my shipping address because they were taking so long with the fucking order. I had to reroute the package, literally. and again, I did it early, but I remember for a fact they had the stuff on the Play. Well, not Play Network, on the Metazoo store, and you were able to order your wilderness stuff because it was also the same time you were able to get the 30th anniversary, the Magic Cast stuff and everything like that. It was all in the store at the same time, and then the NFT stuff came out after that. So you were only able to pre-order it if you were at Orlando Collecticon. Everybody else had to order it after the fact.
So the way the PFP drop happened, remember they sold out of all the PFPs before it went open to the actual public.
Yeah.
That's I'm not saying that should be how it happens, but they should allow, the people that have money invested in the company, quote unquote. I don't know. Is that even considered money invested in the company?
So yeah, I thought that was part of the utility. I get it cheaper and I get it before everybody else. So I know that I get my product.
Yeah,
but it doesn't happen that way. But that's how it was advertised to us. That initial roadmap had a lot of smoke and mirrors. I feel like a lot of it came true. I sold one of them, didn't I?
Yeah.
Why? Do you still have yours?
Me?
Yeah, you.
At one point I had 2, and then I sold both of those, and then I bought another one. And then I traded.
And now I have 4.
No. Then I bought another one and I traded that one away. So I got a really good deal on a salamander, which I couldn't pass up. So I have a salamander now. But I have dipped in and out of the NFT tokens twice now.
And do you still have your Steve Aoki NFT?
I do, because it's fucking worthless. What am I going to do? Sell it for $4? No.
I like it.
The gas to get rid of it is more than it's worth.
But that one got you a drop for Metazoo.
That one got me in the PFP drop, yeah.
Yeah, didn't that get you an egg?
Yeah.
That's dope. Yeah. That one has had more utility this year than your token.
No, the same utility. I actually used mine for NFT boxes.
It's had the same utility. Okay, I bought an NFT box, but that was not with my token. That was with my PFP.
So,
Yeah, I've used my NFT a few times to get stuff, but I would like to see at least an announcement ahead of time saying, hey, by the way, we're also going to do an NFT drop.
Yeah.
So don't, if you want to get the special NFT sticker, don't buy into the public sale.
yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely spend double sometimes when that happened.
Yeah, I have too.
Kind of annoying.
The 30th anniversary being one of them. I bought two in
That's
public
exactly
sale.
what happened to me. I bought two, and then I was like, oh, and then these are serialized.
I think I got like 95
all right, I guess
and
they
97.
were cheap enough to where it didn't, phase me too much. They were like $25 a piece.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to be the one to say this because Deadly brought up the word. I think serialized is not going to be worth shit in Metazoo anymore because they're serializing everything.
Yeah, but if you look at other, like Magic is serializing stuff now too.
Yeah. Is modern stuff worth as much as their old stuff?
When it's serialized, it is.
Hmm.
Dude, the one of one Lord of the Rings ring, the one ring to rule them fucking all, that's gonna, like, out of the box, that's gonna be worth like $30K minimum. Because you have the IP to back it, you have the hype around that. Like, I have ignored Magic for years now, and with the Lord of the Rings set and seeing the one of one ring and the Doctor Who set coming out at this fall, I'm like, yeah, I might actually pick some up.
That just sounds like a bad time.
You sound like a bad time.
Just sounds like a bad time. Never seen The Lord of the Rings, and I never intend to.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're the weirdo.
Yeah, he's the one who just came into TCG culture.
And yeah. Doctor Who? Doctor what?
Doctor Who is amazing. And that, honestly, Doctor Who, when I saw that announced, that was the one that was like, okay, I'm probably going to buy some Magic again.
Oh, gosh. I've never bought Magic once, ever in my life, and I never plan on that either. So
maybe I'll get you some for your birthday, or maybe Christmas.
I don't want any.
Do it.
I don't want any.
Just don't get me anything.
Well, it's as good as cold then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you just give me trash at that point.
Yeah, you've been bad this year, MJ. You get Magic the Gathering.
Great. Now I got to walk to the dumpster.
He just wants to throw out money because there's resale on it.
I personally don't think, like I said this when we were talking about the Chrome cards, like how many cryptid camera, how many different hollow patterns, how many different first sightings, how many different, like, all right, we get 1 out of 20, 1 out of 50, 1 out of 90, 1 out, like, all right,
1 out of
it's
100.
fucking stupid. You know what I mean? It's really stupid to me. I think there's no point in it. I think there's no point in it. There was a point when it was like the ones that they sent into space and there was only 10 of them or something like that. There was a point when it was the 1 out of 100 for like the old scratch and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
There's no fucking point to. I think it's just them reaching cash grabbing.
This is a replacement of secret rare where they can make
that whole set sucks.
Multiple secret rares.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, let's not do some 100 cards of like a really cool card. Let's do 100 cards that have basically only 100 other copies of them, or only 10 other copies of them. But then you end up growing that exponentially. I tried saying that today at work, and I was like, "I'm just big."
Just big.
Yeah.
Really, really big.
Really big. Yeah, but like that's like at the end of the day, that's all it's doing is basically
Deadly.
Growing the ability for that.
This used to be your motto, Deadly, and then I don't know what happened.
Just because I bought PFPs?
Yeah,
that is literally the only.
You're losing your vision.
Yeah, dude, stay true. Stay true to yourself, dude.
You don't know my setup right now. I've moved all of my cards and I moved them over here where I have to organize, but I have it all set up for a label printer. So
I was talking to my wife last night about buying a label printer.
I got it set up right here, bro.
I need to do it. It would save me so much time.
There.
That's bigger than I thought it was going to be.
No, but it's kind of bulky.
It's the
but,
first time Dudley's ever heard that before.
but
That is just as big as I thought it was going to be.
so you have to get a specific size one so that it actually has the ability to print the right size label.
Yeah, I
four by
typically send
six.
things in 4x6s. Yeah.
So this one, so initially I had one that was smaller, and then I realized yeah, it's not gonna work. So I ended up getting this one, and this one's a decent one. I think it's Jaden's.
Similar.
All right, I got you. And it's actually super, super cool because I just set this up recently, and like eBay is connected to it, PayPal's connected to it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and basically, so actually, the it's funny because I actually had to use Shippo, which I use because I know Immortal uses that sometimes. The reason I had to do that is because if you use friends and family on PayPal, I can't find a way to actually send it with clicking and buying postage on PayPal. So I had to do Shippo, type in all the information, and then but they're all so like versatile for like using this label printer. So it's pretty cool. And I was getting like so annoyed with, all right, I went to the post office to go send out a couple packages, Cutthroat, frozen. And I went up there and I just kept smelling a whiff of shit. And I was like, what am I doing here? Why am I here? And I just had to stand there and wait in line. And I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. It took me 30 minutes. 30 minutes, and time is money, so I decided, hey, why don't I just print them in my house and just throw them in the mailbox at the post office.
I've always printed them at home, but on regular paper, and then you cut them out and then you tape them all to the packet. It's just it takes so long.
You do that, you put it in a bag, you can buy those bags and stuff.
Yeah. It took me an hour to put together 8 packages last night.
This is so fast.
Between like packaging it, bringing it upstairs, printing everything.
You have like 50 listings now.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I got rid of like everything off of eBay, but luckily, I took pictures of 2 skateboards today to throw up there for my the Red Ghost and the Dark Watchers.
Oh, you're keeping the Wendy?
Still sealed. No, I have 2 of the Red Ghosts. One of the Red Ghosts I opened, and I have 2 Red Ghosts and a Dark Watchers.
Weren't you talking about last
decks, the physical decks?
Like, I want to skateboard again. Now he's selling.
I'm selling 2 of them. I'm keeping the one. I'm gripping it up and putting some trucks and wheels on it.
It's in a half pipe.
Yeah, but
I knew what any of that meant.
Yeah, well, I wish a lot of things already, and so I wish you guys didn't go on about labels for 5 minutes, but
hey, you guys talk about random shit that I don't care about all the time.
Yeah, we were talking about actually playing Metazoo.
Yeah, exactly my point.
And he was just sitting there just like,
here they go again.
He's not even in their Discord anymore.
My way out.
Yeah, the problem. So I'm actually, I have to deny a request to judge right now because I haven't looked at cards in so long that I have no idea what the native cards do.
Damn, you're done doing service work too, huh? That sucks.
What do you even do with your time anymore? Because you had,
I have 3 kids.
You've had 3 kids this whole time.
I don't take that.
I have 3 kids that I decided to love.
Ooh,
you finally decided to?
It got real. This is a therapy session?
It is. No, no, I mean, you're not wrong. I was going pretty hard there for a long time, but so I took a step back. Then Tears of the Kingdom came out.
Deadly, you're missing out, dude. You're missing out. You own a Switch, Deadly. You're missing out.
I got a new camera that I'm playing with.
I was gonna buy Advanced Wars though. I looked at it and I was like, but it's like $60, isn't it?
So I bought the 2 game pass thing that they have, where it's like 2 games for $100. Yeah. I got Zelda and Advanced Wars for $100, and Zelda is a $70 game. So,
Zelda is expensive.
So you're missing out, Deadly. Nothing new.
It takes. I guess I could just play it at midnight for an hour when I'm all alone. Yeah.
Basically, yeah. It took over the time that I was putting together content and stuff, and I'm not sad about it. So
It's honestly a great time.
This was
I
just
needed
part
it.
of my part of my journey.
Exactly. So
Just
yeah,
where I'm
but
at in life right now.
I
But,
also got a camera upgrade that's pretty awesome.
but Ian's
so
not
my old camera was a decade
he's not
old.
doing the other commitment that we're supposed to be doing also. So
What's that?
Legion of War.
Will.
Too bad you
Well.
can't even say it right.
Hey, I'm not a content creator for them, so I can mess it up. It's a good thing that you guys are
But
correct.
no, the kids thing wasn't a cop out. They're actually staying up later because
You're getting older.
and barn chores are taking longer.
What?
So they
barn.
Yeah, I live on a farm.
I didn't realize that was like a thing.
How's that not a thing?
Do you have a pitchfork?
I mean, somewhere.
Are there not child labor laws?
Have you ever taken a picture with you and your wife as like, farmer in the
No, I'm not doing
front of
that.
your house?
No, but we
that picture is actually the farmer and his daughter.
Oh yeah, it is farmer and daughter. So
Yeah.
American Gothic.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So they go out. We have some fields with meat chickens that we're raising in it, and they go out and help feed them and all that. And
how much
What
land?
are other chickens made out of?
that's two questions. How much
Do
land do
you
we have?
have an ATV?
So the land that we're on is a couple hundred acres. Most of it is in conservation.
Can I live in a tent?
I don't know what that
in
word means.
some random area? Like you won't know I'm there.
We have two yurts on the property.
You have two what?
We have two yurts on the property.
What is a yurt?
It's
It's like a
What is
weird
that?
llama mix.
Google it. It's a giant, nice tent.
Can
They're
I
both-
yurt
they're
in your
both-
yurt?
You can yurt in my yurt. But yeah, so the farm itself is on probably, well, the field is 10 acres. I think that's another 20 acres of that.
All right, so pretty darn big.
I have
That's
not
pretty
seen
big.
Mike the Headless Chicken. I've created Mike the Headless Chickens.
It's folklore. Oh, you have.
So you said
We're
meat chicken.
processing chickens next week.
You said meat chicken. What are
Do you
other
just-
chickens
do you
made out of?
sell, or do you just use it for your own personal like food?
So,
So
yeah, we have a farm store, which
Like
I'm
a
not going to say
farmer's
the
market?
name of. We don't go to farmers markets. No, everything we sell is in the store. I will
You have
not
a-
say the
you have
name
a
because it'll give
store,
away
though?
my address. But what?
You have a store?
Yeah,
All right.
send-
So
I'll send you
after
pictures.
after this, I'm gonna get your info and I'm gonna come on up there and hang out with the fam.
all right, sounds good.
I'll give you
That'd
fun.
be fun. That'd probably be fun.
Yeah, we do
It would be fun.
meat,
It probably
milk,
would be.
yogurt, eggs. We make our own yogurt from raw milk.
But do you
That's
have an
dope.
ATV?
Yeah, we have one of those like we have the
How
ones
do you
with
think
like
they get around those 100 acres, dude?
yeah, we have one with like the bench seats that we just got. Kawasaki Mule.
Nice.
So they just upgraded.
Yeah.
We used to have like an actual 4-wheeler, but
I just want to, emulate your life. Can I just come up there and work for you? I'll do the farm chores.
all right.
Yeah.
The kids will be able to be kids again.
Yeah, so what are the
Daddy,
laws on that?
we
If your
don't
farmer's
like
making money and you're having your kids work for you.
I'm gonna send you something.
I want to know what the laws are on this, Ian.
There are no laws.
Oh, they're working for
What
the
if
family.
They're children.
Dude,
Yeah.
one of the
They're my
states got
children.
rid of child labor laws. I don't remember which one it is, but they like abolished child labor laws. So now
It's not like we
children
make them
work.
work. They go out and run around and have fun. I'm gonna
It
send
sounds
you.
like you're
Okay.
preventing them to go to sleep because you want them to do some work for you around the house. That's what it sounds
Wait,
like.
here's a controversial
These are
conversation.
poor children trying to get some Z's, and they're tired and exhausted from a long day at school. And you're like, no, go fucking clean the barn.
You're the worst.
Go clean the barn and stay awake so I could be late for the podcast again.
Do you want to see what we do?
Yes.
So this is a test. No, legit. This is a test video I put together
Let's see.
with the new camera.
Does everybody get
Okay.
to watch it?
I think so.
You put it up on your screen.
Ooh, there he is.
That's my wife. Don't tell her I'm showing this.
That's great.
These are my kids.
Oh my gosh, this is all your like area.
Dude, that's beautiful, man.
Oh, she loves to pick on the chickens. And now everyone's seen my children.
I love that
That's
though.
awesome.
Oh,
But-
the land looks beautiful, man.
Yeah, that's the
I'd
coolest
love
thing
to be
I
out
ever
there.
saw.
Anyway, that's the test footage I took on this new camera. So I'm playing around with it. That's also
Bro, you could
something
like
I can-
make it. You could probably like advertise, set up like some kind of like camping area in the acres that you have. Set up like trailers and stuff or
You
cabins.
could, dude. Yeah,
Yeah,
you could
rent-
do shit
you
like that.
underestimate
Airbnbs.
you underestimate how much we like having people on the farm.
There's 100 acres.
There's a reason to own a farm.
But yeah, there's a reason why we live on a farm. We hate people.
So here's the thing, though. Deadly and I stayed on a farm at an Airbnb, right?
When? Which one?
The one on the way up to my new apartment. It was a farm.
Was it a farm?
It was a
It was
farm.
a very small one, if that.
No, we were just by its house, but it was a farm. There was.
Oh, in
they
the
were
back.
going-
I never looked in the back.
I had my dog with me, so I was.
Yeah, you
walking
did. So you were
and
wandering. I was just hibernating inside because it was freezing.
stuff. But they had an Airbnb set up where we didn't see them, we didn't talk to them, we didn't nothing.
Mhm.
You saw him like cutting grass or something, or like
I saw him. He was working on the farm. But I didn't say hi to him. He didn't say hi to me. We were so far as fuck away from each other. You know what I mean? Like
cool.
he was just making money off of me. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
dude, you should. Yeah, Wayward has a good idea. You could do like like wedding like photos and stuff there.
You could just host weddings there.
You
Yeah.
could. Are you an ordained minister?
No, but
Are you,
I don't think it's
Could
that
be-
hard to be in New
you could be in 15 minutes online.
Yeah, you can. I don't think it's like ordained minister. What's it actually called? It's called.
There's multiple ways to do it now, I think.
Yeah,
or
but you can
something
literally
like
go
that.
online, do it, and then now you can like
in New Hampshire.
officiator.
Yeah. In New Hampshire, you can do it once without having to be licensed.
What?
So
That's
I can marry somebody once.
Anybody can do it once.
Save it for
This is
me.
like don't live
Save
your
it
life.
for me.
Everybody try it once, see if it's something you want. It's like the Amish. They're like, go try the real world out. You know,
Yep.
Go try marrying somebody.
Go
see
try
if it's
marrying
something you
somebody,
like.
and then
Yeah.
see if you want to get licensed.
Yeah, that's fun. That's
you like
funny.
it? You gotta do it.
No, I don't know if I'll do weddings and that kind of stuff, but I'm definitely enjoying playing with the cinematography a little more. Kind of going forward with my channel, I want to do less of the sitting in front of the camera and talking at it, and try to do some less of is right. Try to do some more cinematography.
Oh, that's
So,
cool.
Some
That was a really
quality
good
shots,
video.
some fun shots.
but we're still gonna do some gameplay videos, right, for Legions? Or
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that a thing anymore?
No, it is. I feel bad. I have. There's been a mix of. I
You
needed to break.
forced me to sign up for this, by the way.
did.
Like you're
There's-
the one who convinced me to be hyped about it.
You don't need me.
And now I'm hyped about it, and you're like, nah.
I'm focusing on mental health and life. I'm sorry.
Those don't exist. You're an adult now, okay?
As
Act
you
like
work
one.
in the field.
All right. All
Those don't
right.
exist. Is that what you tell the people that come to your spot?
Yeah, pretty much.
Your mental
Grow
health
some-
is a myth. It's not
grow some-
real.
It's what
Grow,
I
grow some cojones.
the camera I have up there is a Sony A6000. It's from 2014. This is a Panasonic GH6
2023.
2022 all metal body. I tried to put this up on my mount and it just like sank straight down to the table. So I either need to get a stronger mount or my gameplay quality is not going to improve.
Oh gosh, that's funny.
But yeah, that was part. I had this all this taken apart. That was part of the delay too. Before we got on this call, I was putting it all back together because I had tried to get it set up to work, and I can't get it to work with how heavy this camera is. Because I really, I'd like to have higher quality video feeds.
Talk of high quality video feed. How's mine looking?
I'm just,
Hey, you're not choppy anymore.
Yeah, you're not. So I'm just using my IMAX webcam, the built-in one today. Actually.
That's what I'm using, but mine's a worse. Mine's a later version than yours. So
Yeah, you know which one I got.
pink one.
But I got the blue one. I got the blue one.
I know. I was messing with you. I knew it was blue, but you get pink too.
But they didn't have the one I wanted. I wanted the mint one.
Which, then people just question.
Yeah.
All right, we'll pass on with that.
They didn't have the cheaper version. They forced me to buy the more expensive one too. They're like, oh, we only got the higher gig one and only the one with the fingerprint button. Sorry, guy.
Yeah.
You can say no and leave.
Yeah.
So
MJ wants what he wants when he wants it.
No.
So Deadly here. So listen to this. This is the honest truth. Deadly and everybody on the team was playing TTS. And I felt left out that I was the only one not playing on TTS, and my computer was not strong enough to power it at the time because I
give you my old computer too.
I don't use computers. I have a computer at work and I use my phone for everything. That's about it.
How do you survive?
I have an iPad too.
Oh, well then everything's okay.
Well, I did have a laptop at the time, but again, it wasn't powerful enough to run TTS.
Yeah.
But I didn't use it. My girl mainly used it for her schoolwork and stuff like that. So I literally got fed up and I was like, everybody's playing TTS and I can't fucking play, blah, 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 blah. I'm just in the Discord watching them every single night. And I'm like, I got my real deck. Is anybody? So I bought a whole $2,000 computer just to play TTS.
And you hate it.
And I fucking hate it. I love the computer. I fucking hate TTS. I hate everything about that goddamn.
That's when he decided to do this podcast.
So, yeah, I put a $2,000 computer on credit that's now paid off, just for TTS a year ago, over a year ago now. But yeah, it was
worth the investment.
I guess so. It did change my life in a way,
Did you write Apple?
No. I feel like an adult having a computer now in a way. Granted, I still don't use it. I don't use it for anything but this podcast, probably, or when I play webcam games with the team and stuff like that. But that is literally the only thing I use it for. So I'm not using it for adult things. So
you could literally do both of those things on your phone.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not using it for adult things, but I feel like an adult for having it.
I agree. I do. Like when I bought a desktop, I was like, oh, I'm all grown up now. Desktop, laptop, an iPad, and I'm just like, well, I just sit in my bed and watch that.
Imagine how you feel if you had a farm, Deadly.
If I had a farm,
yeah,
come work.
I would. I think you underestimate the upbringing that I had.
I feel like you'd be out there like shirtless, sweaty with a guitar.
He would be.
That would be shirtless, sweaty after I did my chores, and then I'd be on your front porch playing guitar, singing to the chickens.
Ian, he's got the beard for it. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah,
he's got the beard for it.
It's good.
It's getting long, guys.
That's the longest it's ever been.
Oh yeah. Anything that's past, now, I think it's clearly if y'all want to see the transformation of me having this beard, just go back and watch our videos.
Did you see the picture Deadly? Did you see the picture I posted in our team chat the other day?
Was it a picture? Oh yeah. Thanks, bro. Appreciate that one. You come up with your Facebook memories.
You did. It was you with a short beard and bleached blonde hair.
It was literally just it was a weird time in my life,
And my girl's the one who gave him the bleached blonde hair.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And you guys were like, yeah, it's so good.
You wanted
to be honest, 9%. I wanted to do it. Absolutely. I don't regret it.
Oh my God, that's you? I would have looked at you and been like, what the... Who is that?
You want to pop it up on the screen so everybody else can see? Do we even have viewers with us not talking about Metazoo at this point?
I don't know.
We're just chopping it up.
It's just like...
Who wants to see somebody that I would like to punch in the face?
I do.
Oh, like a weenie.
You are a weenie, dude. But hopefully.
What year was this? 2018?
5 years ago.
5 years ago? All right. So pretty much.
We're at a
I
diner
haven't-
in
You don't even look happy about it.
Hollywood, Florida.
Yeah.
Good
looking
old
milkshake.
MJ's
Though.
look like the same wiener too.
yeah. Well, I actually had earrings in then. I haven't worn earrings in like 2 years.
Thanks, Milker's favor.
You like that, dude?
I've really grown into myself
get us
over the
out of the
last
way.
5 years.
Hopefully, you look like you didn't know your sexuality back then either, dude. So,
Hey, maybe I was trying new
you're
things out.
figuring shit out. Yeah, it was 5 years ago. Now
With
we're in
MJ?
2023. Yeah, with me.
This whole relationship dynamic
With you?
makes so much more sense now.
That was young.
I'm pretty sure my girl's the one who took those pictures, actually.
Yeah, no, 100%. She was.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I think we
honestly,
were just-
I feel like I asked for the picture too. I feel like I remember being like, "Yeah, take a picture of me."
I
I
I'm a
don't know.
little angry.
don't think I've ever
There's
said
no
those
shake.
words one day in my life. So
Take a picture of me.
yeah, never once. I don't think when people ask me, "Hey, can you take a picture?" I'm like, "For what?" Like,
Memories.
so they're up here.
Now they're on YouTube.
Do you
Yeah.
ever? Do
Weekly.
you ever watch Bo Burnham?
Yeah.
I think it's him. I could be wrong, but I think it was Bo Burnham. He's like, never once have I been like to my friends, "Hey guys, you remember that time when we were all like," like that's how I think of pictures. Like that's not the memory. It's a fucking picture. You know
Okay.
what I
I
mean?
will say I don't like posed pictures. I do like candid pictures.
I could see that more. I feel like there's more behind the candid picture. You know what I mean? But but yeah, I've never once volunteered for a fucking picture. It's a waste of time. I always look like shit. I'm not trying to sugarcoat. I know what I am. I know what
Exhibit
I
A.
look like. Exhibit B right here. Like, it's natural. It's just natural. I can't hide it. I don't want to see it any more than I have to.
Barely look in the mirror.
Well, anyway, let's get back on topic here, and then we'll wrap
Legion
things
of
up.
Will?
Legions of Will. Yeah.
Legions of Will.
So
Chaos Ascension.
the moral of the story is, one, we don't know when this tower is going to be. Two,
We don't know
Don't
if this
feature
tower is
air.
going to be.
we don't know where this tower is going to be.
Yeah.
Three, we don't know what to play in this tower because they're not telling us the format and the terras yet. And
Or keychains?
four, soon TM.
Soon TM.
And that's pretty much it. I mean, like we kind of covered it all in a way, so I just wanted to recap it, but
Yeah.
we want more info on this flame tower. We all want to participate in this flame tower. We all want to have fun competition. The one thing we touched on but did not talk about really much was the price, but they added a price to this one. That's the only change that we do know of, but we don't know if there's any change to rules, gameplay, anything like that. Prize, we don't know if prize support is going to be the same even for all we know. Every and anything could be changing. And it's a little disappointing that they keep telling us like that we're looking forward to the news and we're going to be expecting it. Hey, tomorrow. Hey, tomorrow. Hey, tomorrow. This weekend. Hey, next week, guys. You guys are going to get... And it's just like never fucking happening. So
Soon.
that's
TM.
soon. Yep, TM. That's pretty much what this whole episode is about. That's pretty much where we all kind of stand in a way, I would say. My one question to both of you before we wrap this up on the topic of towers is, I know, Deadly, you kind of mentioned something with your job, but if this tower does happen and it works out schedule-wise for you, will you be making it to the tower? And will you be playing in it, content creating? What will you be doing there? Deadly, you first.
Yeah, I mean, I still enjoy playing the game. Like, with all the BS that comes along with it, I enjoy organized games. I enjoy organized tournaments. It is something that I've been committed to for the last, year and like a half or whatever. And yeah, I mean, I'm gonna follow through with it, and even if it does have some conflicting stuff, I may reorganize it just for it because I do enjoy that, and I do want to see, the people that we play with and are friends with.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll definitely be going if it gets announced and is actually viable. There's a chance I can't physically can't, and then I just
That happens. Life happens. Yeah. Yeah. So I couldn't make it to Ohio because I was moving. There was nothing I could have done about that. You know what I mean?
exactly.
Literally, my truck ended up at my house the day before the event. That would have been awful leaving my girl and my kid here with just boxes. You know,
Yeah.
I would be sleeping outside still, probably. Um, but yeah, Ian, what about you?
Yeah, I'd like to go. If it happens, I'm not going to be surprised if it's canceled. I like to go for the community to see the people that I've been talking to for a long time. And from the past events, I have enjoyed doing content creation, so I'd still do content creation for events.
So yeah, you said you were going to stop doing the news updates, but you said you would still possibly do other stuff that was less time consuming, less
More targeted stuff, probably.
yeah, and
More
less.
targeted.
You
Yeah,
said you didn't want a time limit. You said
yeah. Basically, it's just kind of the dedicating or an exact timeline to weekly, and
yeah.
life's kind of getting a little more
I mean,
hectic.
at this point, what would you even have talked about this week? I mean, you would just ended up doing shorts. Hey guys, no announcements.
It
See
would
you
have
later.
been it would have just been episode of trivia questions. That would have been it.
I haven't even done trivia in ages. Jesus.
Yeah.
I forgot about the trivia. Whoops. No, yeah, I
Still have one running.
Yeah, where's the winner, dude?
no, it would have it ended
I'm
because
just
they auto end. Um, yeah, I don't know what I would have talked about this week because it was always recorded on Saturdays, so theoretically, if fan arts are actually
That would have been a hot topic. Yeah.
that would have been the next one.
done
But
a PSP, stuff like that.
no, there hasn't been a lot. It would have been a lot of disappointment. And a lot of it, I think a lot of kind of, like I said, I'm kind of taking some time to deal with mental health and such, is just kind of due to the fact that disappointing things would happen and then, I would spin it into a positive light because I like to be a little more positive, and it took a toll.
Yeah.
Week after week after week. So, yeah.
So
Lately, nothing. I haven't really been happy with what's going on with Metazoo. So
I get it. So Deadly knows this about me. I'm pretty blunt and straight to the point, and I don't like to take shit from people, things like that. My dad taught me at a very young age, so this is why I am the way I am on this podcast and everything like that. And I'm sorry, I just hit my mic, but he
Sure.
taught me at a very young age that sometimes people don't know they're being fucking assholes. So you need to let them know because they genuinely don't know. So he told me to never hold back and yo, hey, you're being a fucking asshole. So when people are upsetting me, I kind of let them know, and that's how I am with this game and everything like that. I've been banned from the Discord before. You know what I mean? I don't have that filter sometimes, so I could understand how strenuous it could be trying to stay positive all the time, even when you don't truly align with that.
Yeah.
And
I wasn't even necessarily doing it for Metazoo, right? I wasn't trying to stay positive for Mike, for Andy, etc. It was
because you like the game and everything too, genuinely.
Yeah. No, exactly. And I don't want to pour my energy into something that I don't like. So yeah, some of it was trying to convince myself that it was okay.
Yeah.
But I told myself a long time ago, around this time last year, this was around, and I told Mike this too, because we had a private chat about it. It was around the type that Purple Elf kind of went a little off the rails.
Yeah.
And I was like, Yeah, and I was like, don't worry about me. You know, if I get to the point where I'm that unhappy, I'll quit. I won't do content, to say how unhappy I am.
No.
And that's kind of where I got about a month ago, on top of some other things. So, I still like Metazoo. I still like the game. I've been unhappy with some of the logistics, I guess, is the best thing to say for that. And it just
And
hasn't gotten better yet.
hopefully there are
So,
some changes with that soon, though.
yeah, I hope so. If Andy is becoming COO and has those responsibilities of an actual COO and not just, a fancy new title, maybe there's going to be more focus on fixing supply chain issues and logistics and stuff like, serialized PFPs being numbered 92 out of 10.
Yeah. Stupid.
About that.
About that. Which, that was really disappointing to see, because I felt like the PFP set, well, yes, I know you don't care because it's not playable, was going to be a solid release, something without,
And
hiccups
they
and such.
promoted all this, attention that was,
So much quality
being done.
checks and everything, and things are going to get missed. But
But how does
shoddy
that
release
even
after shoddy release is bad.
How does that even happen? Like that's like either a miss like typed, and then that has to make sure that, like, if that happens to one, that has to happen to a bunch of them. I can't assume that every single one was like manually inputted. And then also you could think if they have like this little stamp that comes down, like, I don't understand.
It could be a fat finger on the 92. It could be a missing 0 from 100. We won't know until we see a second of that card pulled.
Well, which one was it?
I don't remember off the top of my head, but since they are numbered on their PFP number, we just basically have to wait for a second number of that to be pulled.
And then they also, they thought it was a double number, but I think one of them was just like missing a little bit part of the 9 or the 8 or something.
The 8 had a cold stamp issue, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that was a double, but
yeah. So hopefully war goes smooth.
Hopefully,
it
would be the first set that goes smooth.
I don't have high hopes.
I mean, didn't Cryptid Nation go smooth?
I don't know. There
Edition
wasn't enough. No, there wasn't enough aura or something, or terras or something. Aura, I think. I don't know. There's something. But anyway, we are at the end of our episode. Do either of you have anything you want to say before we wrap up?
Eat more kale. Eat more kale? Why? You selling kale?
No.
What do you?
Just sounded like a weird thing to say.
We got a sale on kale at the store, Dan.
Don't become these guys.
Don't become those guys. Damn, that's crazy. I haven't worked on my sleeves since that picture, dude. 5 years ago.
Where does the time go?
I haven't gotten a single tattoo since that picture, probably, actually.
Grown all up.
Well, we are at the end of the episode. I just want to reiterate again that we got a giveaway going live in our Discord right now. So join the Discord if you're not in there. Sign up for the giveaway. All you have to do is be subscribed to the YouTube channel and in the Discord and hit that little button for the giveaway, and you're in there. And a week from now, we will announce the winner live on the live stream. So thank you, everybody, for helping us get to 250 subscribers. And thank you, Immortal, for helping us with the giveaway. We are also now hosting our Learn to Play events every Friday. You will find in the description below a link to this week's event. I believe there's already 4 people, including myself, signed up to play. So yeah, if you want to learn how to play, if you want to play with some teammates of Caster's Corner, it is on the Play Network. It could help your scores out for your points or whatever. I don't know how none of that stuff works, so don't quote me on any of that. But
there's a possibility.
There's a possibility. We have an MZO and everything. But yeah, if you want to just play some games, ask some questions, pop in the Discord, we'll be there. If you want to play, sign up on the MPN, and again, we'll be there. So they are webcam tournaments with physical cards. So yeah, come prepared with a deck if you want to learn how to play physically, or just pop in the Discord and ask us some questions. Like I said, the next thing I have to state is that I don't know what the right word. We're not sponsored, partnered. No, we're nothing with. We're friends with. I'd put it that way now. Cutthroat with Metazoo Archives, and I got him linked in our description below as well. So if you want to check out a website that has everything Metazoo related, I don't know how to introduce that anymore because none of us write for articles for it anymore. But
No, we don't.
but I still link it in the description because it's a great source for anybody who wants to find stuff out Metazoo related, and the information gets up there pretty damn quickly, and it's pretty impressive actually.
Quicker than Pasture Society.
Yeah, so if you want to know, like, yo, what's the release that's happening, what's the news that's going on, what is there to look forward to product wise, it's all up there. Tournaments, you name it, it's up on the archives. And thank you, Cutthroat, for that. It really helps me out. But yeah, I think that's it for announcements for this week. Go shop at Immortal Workshop, get your 10% discount or whatever it is. And yeah. And have a great week, everybody. We hope that you sign up for Flame Tower. We hope that Flame Tower exists. We hope there's an announcement soon. And hopefully we see you there. And hopefully somebody watching this or on this podcast gets a check at it. And on that note, what's up, Kitty?
Knows we're ending.
On that note, I hope everybody has a great night, and we'll catch you next week. Have a good one, everybody.